What if you could command your entire digital infrastructure with just a single sentence? Well, today we're diving into a project by Mohamed Amine Kahla that aims to do exactly that. It uses a really powerful idea called intent-based networking to create a system that's truly autonomous. So let's see how it all works.
Just think about that for a second. Instead of spending hours, maybe even days, wrestling with complex network settings and security rules, you could get it all done perfectly just by saying what you want in plain English. Sounds a little like science fiction, doesn't it? Well, that's the very real promise that we're going to unpack today.
So why is this such a revolutionary idea? To really get why this solution is so cool, we first have to understand the problem it's built to solve. It's a challenge that has been a headache for network engineers for years, and it's something called the manual gap.
This image here, it perfectly captures the chaos of old-school network management. You've got these slow, painstaking command line configurations where just one little typo can bring the whole system crashing down. Now add to that the absolute nightmare of trying to manage devices from a bunch of different vendors, like Fortinet and Cisco, and you've basically got a recipe for operational chaos and costs that just spiral out of control.
Okay, so how do we get out of that mess? The answer is a pretty radical shift in how we think about networks. Instead of telling the network how to do something step by step, you simply tell it what you want to achieve.
And this is all possible because of a technology called intent-based networking, or IBN for short. To put it simply, you just state your business goal, that's your intent, and the system itself automatically translates that into the exact technical code and configurations needed to make it happen. It does the heavy lifting for you.
The whole process is actually brilliantly straightforward. It all starts with you, a human, stating your intent in natural language. The IBN platform takes it from there, and that leads to two incredible outcomes. First, you get a self-configuring network that literally programs itself. And second, you get a self-healing network that can spot and fix problems on its own without anyone needing to intervene.
The architecture making all this magic happen is elegantly simple. It's basically a two-level system. Think of it like this. At the top, you've got the brain. That's an AI reasoning layer that actually understands your plain English commands. And right below that, you have the engine, a super powerful automation system that securely connects to all of your gear, routers, firewalls, switches, you name it, and carries out those commands perfectly in seconds.
All right, so that's the theory. But talk is cheap, right? Let's see how this platform actually performs in the real world. We've got two live demonstrations coming right up. First up, we're going to tackle a really fundamental, but often super tedious task, setting up a network interface. Our goal here is to configure a wide area network port, basically the gateway to the internet with a specific IP address and some security rules.
Now just look at this command. It's a simple, clear sentence. There's no complicated syntax, no vendor-specific jargon you have to remember. It's just pure intent. Let's see what the system does with it.
And just like that, it's done. Wow. What would have taken an engineer several minutes of very careful typing was analyzed, verified, and applied in just a few seconds. The system understood the goal and executed it with perfect precision. That is what zero-touch provisioning looks like in action.
Okay, that was impressive, but let's up the ante a bit. Basic configuration is one thing, but what about something as absolutely critical as security? Next, we're going to watch the platform deploy a vital firewall policy, again, using just one command.
So once again, the instruction is just a high-level security goal. We're telling it to create an internet access policy and to enable network address translation, or NAT, which is something that helps manage IP addresses. This is a task that would normally involve a whole bunch of complex steps. Let's see how it handles it. And there it is. Boom! The system took the request, translated it into the specific configuration for that FortiGate device, and deployed it instantly. No manual work, which means no chance for human error. Just instant compliant security across the entire network.
This is obviously some incredibly impressive technology, but let's get down to brass tacks. What does this actually mean for a business? What's the real strategic value here?
Let's start with this number, 90%. Just let that sink in for a moment. That's the increase in provisioning speed. Tasks that used to take hours can now be done in seconds. This isn't just a small improvement. This is a complete transformation of how fast you can operate. It's a total game changer.
This value is really built on three key pillars. First, the incredible speed we just saw. Second, a major reduction in costs. When you automate these tasks, you free up your best engineers to focus on innovation instead of boring, repetitive configurations. And third, you get ironclad security compliance, because best practices are applied automatically and consistently every single time.
This powerful proof of concept really shows us the future of network management. And the good news is, it's now ready for the next step: collaboration and partnership.
So, Mohamed Amine is actively looking for strategic partners, whether you're a large enterprise or a managed service provider who wants a serious competitive edge. He's also looking for investors who want to help build out the next wave of this innovation. If that sounds like you, all the contact details are right there on your screen.
And that brings us to our final thought for the day. This kind of technology, it's not science fiction anymore. It's here. And it really leaves all of us with one critical question to think about. Is your infrastructure ready for the autonomous future?